Hi everyone, and welcome to Inside Bristol. I'm your host Sheridan Nichols, and we have got a great lineup for you today. And we are going to start with Mike Musick, who always has amazing things to tell us. You've always got tons of information. And today we're going outside to something that's starting every Saturday through the month of October.
Absolutely.
And that is one of my very favorite
Yes.
places, and that's the Farmers Market.
The State Street Farmers Market. We open up the first Saturday in May, and like you said, we run all the way summer through the end of October. And it's a great place to come out, get to know your local food grower, continue those established relationships, because we have a lot of people who are faithful farmers market customers, and the reason they like getting to know the people who grow their food. And when the market opens, there's a lot of greens. Don't come expecting to be able to find, midsummer
Your
tomatoes, corn.
yeah.
Those are coming. They'll be there. But starting out, there's a lot of greens, a lot of plants. Some of our vendors will bring plants that you can actually take home and plant yourself. If you want to try growing your own, or maybe you're experienced at growing your own tomatoes, cucumbers, whatever, you can buy your plants at the farmers market.
And your Mother's Day gift.
And your Mother's Day gift, because we'll have potted plants. We have a vendor who grows some beautiful cut flowers. Maybe a little early for some of the cut flowers. I don't have a green thumb about the only thing I can grow are weeds. But that's why we have our wonderful folks at the farmers market. They are so knowledgeable, and they know their stuff. They've spent a lifetime growing plants, growing food, and they're wonderful at it.
And it's amazing how many vendors are
Yes.
there now. So we have a huge selection, which is just great.
On any given Saturday, we will average 35 or so vendors. And a lot of it's 35 different things. I mean, we have your produce vendors, definitely, who grow some wonderful things. And the neat thing about the farmers market is each Saturday gets just a little better as the season goes along,
Right,
because
absolutely.
things start coming in. But we also have vendors who, local farm raised beef, local bakers who, bake wonderful,
We're gonna all be hungry.
home cooked, yeah, absolutely. And crafters, jam makers, salsa makers, and of course the fresh produce. We've got a commercial vendor who kind of helps us get our season kicked off, because he will bring in from out of state things that are available in other areas that our growing season hasn't kicked in yet.
Gotcha.
And so that way, when folks do come early, they do have the options for the tomatoes and other produce that won't be available till a little later here locally. But it's a neat scene. We have great grocery stores and superstores here in our area that always have a fabulous supply of anything that you would want. But the thing that makes the farmers market special is the relationships that you develop with the growers, with the vendors who are there week in, week out. They're wonderful at establishing relationships with their customers. People come to the market because of vendor XYZ. They get to know them, and they establish friendships. They come to the market on Saturdays to run into their friends, to see it's as much of a social meet and greet as it is a shopping experience. That's one of the things that makes it special, because you don't always know the people working in the stores.
Right.
But you get to know a lot of the folks at the farmers
And
market.
it just tastes so good.
It does.
I mean, all of the fresh produce is just, and it's so good for you.
It is. It's good for
And
you.
I think we're all on that health kick, and very much an awareness now of, wanting to avoid GMOs and all these types of things that we hear
Absolutely.
about constantly.
Absolutely.
So this is, and just a way to support our economy and keep Bristol thriving. I mean, that's what we're so lucky about here in Bristol, is we have all these types of things, so we want to support them.
We sure do, and it's another great thing going on downtown. There's so many wonderful things being done by so many different wonderful businesses and people and organizations in downtown Bristol. And the farmers market's just, we're happy to be a part of it. And you can see us there any given Saturday, May through October. Midweek Wednesday markets kick in the first Wednesday in July, and we'll run Wednesday afternoon markets July through September. And so come midsummer, you have an opportunity to visit the market twice a week.
Let's really quickly, before we have to go, what kind of prices do we expect? Because everybody's always thinking, like, what do I need to bring? Can I use my credit card? Can I bring checks?
That's a
Do
good
I just
question.
bring cash?
We don't have a credit card option. Checks, or excuse me, cash primarily. I don't know of too many of our vendors that accept checks, but we do have the opportunity for EBT. If you're part of that service, we've got the EBT scanner at the concession stand there at the downtown center. You scan it. We will give you the equivalent of what you're wanting to purchase in little wooden coins. You take
Okay.
those to the vendors, the people who take advantage of that program, and do your shopping that way. We also have our Tennessee vendors participate with WIC. Our Virginia vendors participate with the senior couponing program.
Okay.
If you live in either our two states.
Oh, that is
So
good to know.
those options are available, and it's a great option to let everyone be able to take advantage of local, fresh, healthy food that's grown right here at home.
Awesome. Thanks, Mike. We appreciate you coming on. You always have so much information.
much.
And we'll be back telling you more about some economic growth going on in our area. See you in a minute.